Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing fine. Yeah. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Uche, and to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your love and your support. So guys, this is going to be a very quick one. I came across this post on Facebook, and I was like, what is going on? So when I read through the comments, I saw people, what people were saying, and I became a little bit confused. So I said, okay, I'll bring the post, because I know I have mothers here. I know, reading from your comments, I'm confident that you people are going to, tell me if I'm wrong, because this is something I do, not all the time, but I do it once in a while, and I do it in good faith. But well, let me go into the post. Then at the end of the post, I will tell you, at the end of the, yeah, I will tell you what I think and why I do it. Then you tell me if you're also guilty, or maybe I'm the only one here. Okay, so the person posted and said, "Dear parents, stop blackmailing your child with this phrase. I am doing all these things for you. I am going through a lot for you. So she's saying parents should stop blackmailing their children with these words. I'm doing all I'm doing for you. I'm going through all that I'm going through because of you. So she's saying that you asked for the child, so deal with it. Yeah. So the comments, a lot of people commented. So I'm going to read just 3 or 4, then I'll tell you what I think. One person said, well said, sis. Another one said, this needs to be preached in the churches, women wing, meetings, women's seminar, and so on. Yeah. So this other person said, very true. But single women often use it to get the best out of their children, especially when she is struggling to take care of the child and her child is not encouraging her with good attitude of performance, and it worked out for them. I have a friend who said when he was very young, anytime he wants to do bad, he will just remember his mom's words. I'm going through all this stress because of you. Please don't join the bad gang. So he will quickly run away from the bad friends. Okay, that's another one. This person said, the truth is, this generation is wiser. So you better respect yourself and keep quiet. If you don't want to hear, well, I didn't ask to be here. They aren't going on that guilt trip with you. Okay, so a lot of people said, a lot of things. But let me just read one more, then I'll tell you what I want to say. He said, it is not done as a blackmail. Sometimes you need to remind people of the sacrifices made for them. Same way we are always reminded as Christians of the sacrifice Christ made for us. As human, we forget easily. Reminders are sometimes necessary to help us appreciate each other better. From another perspective, knowing all your parents did or did not do for you will help make you a better person. And so this is the only person, the unica persona that, that I saw that, thought like a lifetime. As in we said, that was exactly what I when I tell my children, like sometimes, if sometimes you tell your children keep reading, and this digital age, children are always either on their phones or their televisions and all that. So sometimes I will tell them, because as much as we shout, sometimes we sit them down. We do that very most of the time. We sit them down and tell them, like, this phone will be here. It was here before you were born, and phones will be there to go. Don't allow these phones to distract you from studying and all that, and that we are doing all that we are doing for them to have a better life. So for me, I think when I say these things, I have a good notion behind when we tell our kids this time. We feel if you sit down and tell them certain things, you have to be real with them. That's what I think. You have to be real with them, telling them. And obviously, we are doing most of the things we do for our children. Parents basically live for their children. So this post is trying to tell parents, as many parents that used to say, like me, like what I'm doing it for you. All I'm going through for your sake, that it is blackmail. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. So that's why I said, let me come here. I know a lot of women that have children. I think almost, half of the people I know that comment on my channel are women, and some are mothers. I just want to, do you tell your children, or am I the only person? Let it not be that I'm not doing the right thing. Am I the only person that, once in a while I call my children? Because there was a time, I can remember there was a time my husband gave one of my children mathematics assignment. So he failed, few, and he got some. So my husband now gave it to him. So he was expecting him, to go do the correction at that time. So instead of doing that, he went and kept his book. At that time, we didn't do anything. So later, we called him and told him, we expected you, to go take that assignment to find out, where you went wrong and correct yourself, instead of just taking the book and packing it. And that was because he was in a hurry to come and watch telly. So we're telling them that was some circumstances when we always tell them, this television, this computer, these phones, they were here before you were born. So they'll still be there, even you get more modern ones. So allowing these things to distract you from education or what you're supposed to do at home is not what it is. So we try to talk sense into them. It's not like it's the only word that we use, but we use it, and with good intention. So with this post now and with the comments, so I expected people to react the same way I also will react. So I thought a lot of women, or some women, will also say, but unfortunately it was a man that said that, and most of the women that commented on that agreed with her. I don't know if it's another context that she's saying it, but from what I read, that is what she meant, that we shouldn't use those words. We are doing these things because of you. And I think we need to be reminding our children once in a while, this is what we do for you. I think, because one of the reasons I think that we should, once in a while remind them, is to carve out this sense of entitlement. We could choose not to teach them. Do you understand? That assignment my husband helped my son. Not every parent would do that for their child. Not every parent will have time to do that. But he wants him to be better. That's why he took out his time to do it. So I feel by reminding him that, you cover that sense of entitlement, like you're doing what you're supposed to do as my father. Do you understand? We do. That is one of the intentions why we do all those things. But from this post, it's like the thing we say is not right. So that's why I decided to bring it on this platform. Honestly, and I want your candid advice. Is it wrong? If it's wrong, please tell me why. Maybe that will help me. That will give me more understanding of why a lot of people believed or agreed with that post, because it's strange to me, and that's why I brought it here. So let me know what you think. Your sincere advice. Is it a blackmail for you to tell your child or talk to your child and say, whatever I'm going through, I'm working hard for you to have a better life, or I'm doing what I'm doing for you to be better in life? Is it a blackmail? Is it a sort of a blackmail? Because I don't think so. I feel it will, if it constantly rings into the child's brain, it will help him, like that post said, like that man that replied, it will help the child, to mold him. There are certain things he wants to do. If he remembers that their parents go out of their way to do certain things for them, it will rearrange their thinking, and they will not do certain things. Okay, that's what I think, and that's why I brought it here. My lovely people, that's why I brought it here. So give me your candid advice, and by the grace of God, we'll see very, very soon in my next one.